Hello YouTube, the UPS truck was just here about an hour ago. You would know this thing is heavy to get this out to the workshop. There you go. We're going to show you the unboxing. But I want to take a picture, so we figured we'd use this for the intro for the video. So stay tuned, we'll get this thing set up so you can see what it looks like. Okay, excuse the bad lighting. This is the only counter we have to put it on, bench I should say. This is how it comes out of the box. All you gotta do is put the table on, there's the miter gauge, the little shelf, okay, and then your knobs for whatever to hold the table on. There's a few complaints on how this, and I have one, how this fits. I took this off once and played around and it kind of jammed up on the belt. And when I first turned on, I adjusted the track because it was trying to grind over here and it was off. So this is your belt tensioner, where you adjust the belt. That's kind of the way I want it. I don't want it tight. And then of course this adjuster makes your roller go like this so it tracks evenly. Now I'll turn it on. It's going to sound like crap on my camera, but here's the disc sander. See it over there? And I have pads for that. Shoot off my Harbor Freight one. I don't know, they're 6 inch. Maybe that's 5 inch, but I can get pads, no problem. It comes with one belt, and I ordered belts for it, 2 different grits. So we're going to turn on once there, so plug your ears, it might be nasty. Ooh, tool storage. Here we go, it might be nasty on my camera. It runs very smooth. It's not a big motor like you think. You know, I've got a big hand. I can hold my ruler up here if you want me to, which I might to give me an approximate size of what this motor is. It's not big. I thought it'd be a little bit bigger, but stay tuned. We'll add a little bit more of this video of, well, once we get this installed and stuff. We'll probably pull this cover off and give you a look-see in there. I'll probably leave it off because I'm not going to use a vacuum on the dust port. See down there's the dust port. But I know I like to have, this is for like your spark arrestor, so your sparks don't go. So you might want to put something back. You don't want to shoot sparks all over inside the shop. So stay tuned. We'll come back with a ruler and give you an approximate what dimensions this motor is. Okay, just to give you a hint, the main part of the motor is around about 6 inches. Figure 2 inch. You can put stuff in a computer and you can kind of judge, like, see, that's a 2 inch wide belt. So it's not very big. I mean, the whole thing, let me pause here. Okay, here's the whole thing here. About 13 inches across. Nice to have that little light. And it runs smooth, you know, it ain't shaking all over. Turn on one more time. It's not, it don't. It vibrates over here, but there's really no vibration hardly. I mean, it's got rubber feet on it. Okay, let's get the table and stuff on it. I'm going to see how, we're going to see how noisy it sounds on my camera. Okay, a couple mistakes that's in the manual. I found out online. They got this wrong. This is the belt tensioner, this is the tracking knob. Okay. They've got it wrong down here. Okay. They have it wrong. Another thing. I'll take this back off and show you. There's a notch in here. When you want to put this table flat, it kind of goes up. So when I take this apart and take a picture of it and you look at it at the end of the video, you'll see a notch where you have to kind of lift the table up into it. So you still got a little wiggle room to put your square on it. I mean, I have a little 4-inch machinist square. And I do have discs for this 6 inch. I do have some discs for this because my Harbor Freight's a 6 inch disc sander. So that's about it. Well, if we think a couple other things here before we go, we'll put it in. But let's go and take this off and we'll show you this. We'll just do a quick video clip and show you that notch in there. Okay, see that notch right there? You have to go in and go up. See the little tip right down there? I know the lighting's bad, but There, you can see it. So it goes in, then you have to go up. See that? Watch me. See, then you have to go up. And then you got some wiggle in. And they don't show that in the manual. A couple complaints I've seen from like a couple of videos I watched. You got to kind of watch this too. Metapiece metal. This knob kind of interferes. If you don't just right, you'll hit. I plan on making a better one of these. But you're kind of limited, you know, how wide a piece you can go over like this. I'm only going to use this for small stuff. Now, they gave me an Allen wrench in here, and I've looked several times in the book. But I read online that if you take this thing apart somehow, you can loosen it, and this will lay flat. This will lay down flat, which I'll probably never do that. But I am sure I'm right. If somebody wants to research for me. But I found it online. Somebody had a video on YouTube that Allen wrench loosens this bracket or something down in here. It means your decision if you want to remove the safety guards. This is kind of fidgety to get on. But it's a lot better than Harbor Freight. That's a hunk of steel. Listen to that. Look at that. That's a hunk of steel. That ain't tin. Yeah, it's something you loosen back in there when you take everything off. And then you can lay the table down. So there you go. That's enough for a video on this. I'll show a couple more little things as I use it. So thanks for watching. And I thank YouTube. I monetize my videos. And that's how I'm able to buy tools like this once in a while. And this is my big purchase of the year. It should be. It should be the only big thing I buy this year. So thanks for watching.